I asked you prior to recording if you guys had talked about Ricky Jay passing away. He's a magician, excuse me. Magician, that's how he got big, and then he was consulting on a lot of big Hollywood movies. Not all the time that had magic, but like he did like Forrest Gump and everything. He had worked on those movies, and then if there was a movie that had like magic, like The Illusionist or The Prestige, he was one of the consultants on. But he passed away around Thanksgiving time.
Do you know what from?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I know he was in his early 70s.
Okay.
He passed away, but good magician, funny, great on talk shows, but also started popping up in movies, and sometimes in smaller parts in the movies that he was consulting on. But if you've ever seen like Boogie Nights, he's one of the crew. Yeah. In Boogie Nights, he's in Magnolia, another Paul Thomas Anderson film. He's the narrator, and then he has a small part in that. And was a big favorite of David Mamet. So he's in a lot of those movies. So I just wanted to give him a shout in case you guys hadn't.
All right.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
You'd recognize him if you saw him.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, oh, yeah, I know that guy.
That's it? You good?
That's all that I know.
Okay, cool. So Arrow Video announced earlier this week it's the J-horror classic Ring, the Japanese version.
Yes.
And its sequels they're getting the restoration treatment.
Oh, nice.
And a new kind of box set from Arrow Video. So look out for that this March.
Nice.
It should be fun. Those films are fucking creepy.
Yeah.
In more horror news, Jordan Peele drops his Us trailer.
Yeah.
And it's looking like a Bananas monster flick.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yeah, we watched it. Yesterday.
Oh, this looks good.
It looks fucking good. But I mean, I didn't expect...
Good use of the Loonies. The Loonies song, too.
Yes, awesome. I was going to bring that up, yeah. That's really cool how they did that.
That gave me chills, dude. They slowed it down. I was like, damn, he's on some next level shit right here. Wow.
And then on top of that, he's doing the Twilight series. Mm-hmm. It's going to be coming out.
Well, that's the thing is you can tell this guy is obsessed with that culture because Us feels like an episode.
And Get Out definitely was a Twilight Zone episode. Yeah, it was a long Twilight Zone episode.
This guy's making like, I don't know. It's just it's fun. It's funny because they're such simple premises when you really break them down. But then it's he's the only one doing this. You know? Or at least he has the voice to kind of propel these kind of.
And who would have thought though, from a guy coming from doing little skits on Comedy Central.
Don't count anybody out, dude. I
mean, that's crazy, just to think about that. Like, it's a really good story. Like how he.
Well, if you watch even the production value of Key and Peele, it's amazing, dude. Like the skits and everything, and everything that went into that show is, if you really look at it from the bigger picture, it's beautiful, and those guys are both really fucking talented, and I'm glad they're getting to kind of branch out and do their own thing.
Did you ever watch the first season of Fargo?
Yes.
That they were in it. They were like FBI agents.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to watch that. It's one on FX, right?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Good.
The first season that they
they're
came
in the
out
first
with.
season. Yeah. It's a super good series, and that was, I think, the first time I had seen them kind of outside of comedy. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of kind of funny lines that they have every now and then, but that was a serious role for them as two FBI agents. But they were both really good in more dramatic work.
What about Peele's Keanu? Did you ever see that?
I don't like Keanu.
You don't like that one with the cat? I thought it was actually pretty funny. There's some parts where I was like, oh, like that's stupid, but
I thought the premise was a lot funnier than the actual. They pulled it off.
Yeah,
I went to see it, and it's
what it is.
it's kind of like the whole Will Ferrell thing is sometimes that stuff doesn't hit like it's supposed to, or it doesn't age well.
Yeah.
That's how that kind of slapstick stuff is. It's good for what it is, but, you know.
Yeah. Will Forte was great as their like drug dealer neighbor.
Yes. Oh, man. That's good.
That's all my news.
That's it. All right.
Are we going to do some recs then?
Yeah.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
Thank you, Vic.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Vic.
So, who wants to go first, James?
I'd like to meet Vic one of these days. I haven't met Vic yet.
We gotta do an episode with him, man.
I know.
That'd be cool.
No, I haven't met him.
Very interesting fellow.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting. Chris, got any recs?
Well, we were talking about Ricky Jay.
Yeah.
I want to recommend a David Mamet movie from 2001 called Heist. Okay. It's got Gene Hackman in it. It's got Delroy Lindo, Danny DeVito, Ricky Jay, Sam Rockwell. Really good movie. And because it's David Mamet, there are a ton of great lines in the movie that you only hear like in a David Mamet movie. Mm-hmm. And Ricky Jay has by far the best line in the movie. When they're getting stopped by a cop and Gene Hackman's talking to the cop and Sam Rockwell's sitting in the car with Ricky Jay and he's worried that the cop is gonna know what they're up to. And he's got his gun ready. He's going to kill the cop, and Ricky Jay's trying to tell him, "Hey, man, just relax. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing." And he says, "Oh, is he going to be cool?" And he says, "My motherfucker is so cool. When he goes to sleep, sheep count him." And it's the best line in the movie. It's so awesome. So watch Heist. Very, very good movie. And that was one of like Gene Hackman's like last movies that he made before he retired.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been retired that?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the last movie he made was a shitty comedy that just wasn't funny.
The Mooseport thing?
Was it? Yeah.
With, what's his name?
Ray Romano. Yeah, it's a bad movie.
Welcome to Mooseport or whatever.
Dude, he did Heist and the Royal Tenenbaums that same fall. He should have retired then. That's a good 1-2 to retire on.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he owed a favor.
If he had gone out on that, he'd have gone out like on top.
Yeah.
And second one, we just talked about it. It's that time of the year. This is the last episode of the year before New Year's. Mm-hmm. Watch the Twilight Zone marathon on Sci-Fi on New Year's Eve.
Nice.
Can't recommend that enough.
What channel can they find that on? Some Sci-Fi?
That's on Sci-Fi.
It's gonna vary for different.
For whoever has different cable systems.
Use your guide.
I think it streams on Netflix.
Look it up on the internet, and you'll find out what channel it's on.
Sci-Fi always plays the 2-day marathon, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Nice.
So that's what I always do.
That'll be fun.
I work, so I'm gonna be watching it at work.
Yeah.
And then when I get home, since I work the next morning, I'll watch that till about midnight. I'll get up for work the next day and watch it all day at work the next day.
Nice.
I'm surprised a fellow like you doesn't have the box set. He's like, I do.
I would like to.
I do, but I like to watch it on TV.
I would like to, but no, just like James said, it's kind of cool just waiting for that time of the year. They do it at July 4th as well, but like New Year's Eve is like the big one. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. It's just kind of cool waiting for that time of the year.
Anticipation.
And then just watching it in like whatever order that they play them.
Yeah.
You know? Some of them are good. There's a few that are very bad, unfortunately. But that's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And every New Year's Eve, every New Year's Day, I look forward to watching it.
Nice.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Watch Twilight Zone.
Check it
out. My turn?
Yep.
Alright, so I pretty much recommended Aquaman, so that's my first one. And my second one would be Equilibrium. With
Christian Bale, right?
Christian Bale, yeah. I think that was like the first movie I've ever seen with him in it. Where he's kind of like
very Matrixy.
Yeah.
It came out around that same time.
I think so. It's kind of like you're in the future, and it's like illegal to show any type of feelings that kind of it's illegal to basically be unique and show laughter or concern for people's well-being and pain and anything like that, anger. And they have these guys who are like elite soldiers or whatever that go around and hunt down these people who have refused to take these basically like this medicine that they take to kind of make everybody like not have feelings, basically. And there's a group of people who are kind of like the resistance who are fighting against this unnatural type of thing. And he kind of gets pulled into that resistance on accident by one of his colleagues in the beginning of the movie. So check it out. It's pretty cool. It's,
nice. Where'd you watch it?
It's on Showtime, I think.
Okay.
I want to say it is.
Have you guys seen a film called Existence?
The David Cronenberg movie years ago. I know, with Jude Law and Jennifer Jason Leigh. Yeah,
that's another Matrix.
Same type of.
It's another one that came out at the same time too.
It's pretty, It's pretty cool. You should check that out.
I think I will. But yeah, so those are my two.
Nice.
Aquaman and Equilibrium. Check it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I've been a busy guy. I haven't really been able to watch too much, but I did watch the new Matt Dillon film, The House That Jack Built, I believe it's called. And you guys should check it out. It's pretty, you said a few episodes ago that people walked out of the con festival.
Yeah.
Because they were saying it was super vulgar and volatile and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the movie's all of those things, but
they were right.
It's good.
Yeah.
Granted, I watched the rated R version. I haven't seen the director's cut because it's now very hard to come by. But you should check it out.
Okay.
It's got it's pretty interesting. If anything, it's very entertaining and weird.
Yeah. Okay.
So check it out.
The House That Jack Built. All right. That's the only one? Just one?
That's all. Yeah, just one.
Oh,
like I said, that's all I've...
Yeah.
Busy man. That's a 2 hours and 30-minute flick.
Okay. Does it feel long?
No.
Oh, nice.
No.
Nice.
That's the thing. Just like Chris was saying, if it moves, you don't feel it. It's fine. Blade Runner 2049, a great example. You don't feel it.
Okay.
Did you watch that yet?
Nope, I have it still.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Best movie.
It's got to be an episode or something, so I have to watch it.
Oh, I want to be on that episode if you guys do it. Can we do the twofer? Can we do Blade Runner and 2049?
I haven't watched them back to back.
Which cut of Blade Runner?
Well, definitely the director's cut. But I think now there's like 3 other different
there's
cuts.
like
the final cut.
The final cut. There's like a director's definitive cut.
Then there's the director's cut.
Yeah, whichever one I have will suffice.
Yes.
Not the theatrical release because that one's bad.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So I guess the movie focus.
Yeah. The movies.
Played Vic's little tag there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
Or focuses.
Focuses of the week.
So, where do we start this conversation off?
I don't know. How do we do this?
Well, what was the best movie or the movie that you liked the most this year? Is there one?
I'll let you go.
One that stands out among the rest that you want to start us off with?
A movie that I really liked this year, I think, that kind of surprised me was Annihilation.
Yes.
I think that was a really good movie.
Swan and I really wanted to get into one.
When I went to go see it, I actually saw it in theaters, surprisingly. I was blown away by just everything that was in it. I think it was really cool. Just the visual effects. I don't know, the whole creativity of the movie. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think?
Well, that's if I had to pick a movie I liked the most this year, I'd probably go with Annihilation. There's a lot that are pretty tight, but Annihilation, because I love hard sci-fi.
Yeah. definitely.
Big time. And Alex Garland, who directed my favorite movie of 2015, which was Ex Machina.
Okay.
And I was kind of bummed that I saw it in the theater, but I was kind of bummed to realize